Hello everyone and welcome to OTT 501. I'll be your instructor, Ron Kotlik, for this course. And hopefully this video will offer a nice introduction for the course, so there's not a lot of questions going forward, but there is. Please feel free to never hesitate to ask me any question through email or a Schoology message or even a phone call. So let's get started. So I'm going to ask you to read the syllabus again very carefully. Let me know if there's any questions. Everything's in the syllabus, from the weekly schedule to how we do things. Start usually on a Saturday, we run through the following Sunday. Okay, and then there's also this video you can watch on how to use Schoology. That helps up your account and navigate through all the Canisius resources. Okay, so again, here's the syllabus. This would be a really fun course. Now, if the course is technically designed to talk about teaching in a completely online environment, and I know for most of us here in the program and those folks who are taking this course, most of us don't do that. So everything that we can do here can also be applied to a blended learning environment where you still see your students perhaps every day, but how you can extend that learning and offer learning opportunities virtually and online as well. So everything will sort of come together. So there's all of our statements and goals for the course. You can go through all the ideas about the writing and the posting. So please look at that carefully in our schedules. Okay, and there's the grading breakdown. Here are all the rubrics that we use to evaluate written expression and also posts. Okay, so please go through that. And here's kind of our weekly schedule, what we'll be looking at over the next 8 weeks. So that'll be fun. At the end of the syllabus is your Schoology setup and Turnitin setup and Noodle Tool setup. Okay, great. So that's our syllabus. So let's get right back to the action sheet here. So here we go. There's a lot of course setup materials on Schoology to go through. And if I go back to Schoology, here's our main page. Let me get back to the main page here. And there's a course setup materials folder. And you got a little survey there. If you take it, it'd be great. If you've taken it recently, that's fine. But I'd like to get some information about where you're at in terms of technology. Help sheet for our databases, a help sheet for free publications that are available, Turnitin setup, and then some webcasts that I made on using Noodle Tools. Now, Noodle Tools this past maybe 6 months changed the interface a little bit. It just looks different. It's actually everything's in the same spot. They just kind of made it look a little more modern, but really nothing's changed. So it might look a little bit different, these webcasts, than actual Noodle Tools today. It actually really is the exact same thing. Okay, so we're going to read the articles contained in the Week 1 folder on online learning theory. Okay, now let's go back to our main page on Schoology, and we are in module. I put all the action sheets here as well, but in our first module folder, I always place the action sheet on top, and then I put a materials folder so you know where to get all like the videos and the links and the articles. And let's open that up. And now we have a few things here. We have this is kind of like there's this wonderful professor out of Indiana who has been studying online learning for, my gosh, probably over 20 plus years. He's kind of the expert in that, and we won't always use his work, but Park and Bonk are fantastic. So these are a little bit older articles, but they really make sense. And then there's this book we're going to look at periodically called Tech Variety. I put the whole book down here. It's a PDF. But for this first week, I'm only going to ask you to look at the preface, chapters 1 and chapters 2. And a lot of this will then relate to what we're doing, how you make engaging online experiences. Okay? So that's kind of the materials for the week. Right? And then you're going to post your initial discussion based on this prompt. Okay? But think about what you read, and giving your insights, how that relates. And you're going to post your response to the Module 1 introduction folder and to this discussion. Okay, so we go back to the main folder here, and there is our discussion. So you just click on that. There's the prompt again, and I will put my post here first, which I still haven't done, I'm sorry. And then you would post your comments. Just click on the box and start typing. Now again, if you're new to Schoology is a little bit odd. You must press the spell check in order for it to go on. So I'm a notoriously bad typer sometimes, and I spell things incorrectly by mistake. So this is a vital tool for me. So please make sure you use that. Again, another little tip. Again, you can like make these boxes bigger if you like scroll down there a little bit. But sometimes it might be easier to compose your post in a Word or Google Doc and then paste it in here. Please don't always just put a link to a Google Doc and not your actual text. I think sometimes it's nice for us to actually see it in the box, and I know when I do my reading of the post, I really want to see it in the box here. Feel free to use Google Docs, I do them all the time, but if you want to actually paste your actual text in the box, that's what I would definitely prefer, okay? Alright, so there's also a video here how to do this, and this will be due by March 16th. That's a Thursday. It's not usually our schedule. Usually we do a Wednesday, but because we're starting on a Monday technically, we'll give an extra day. And then the deliverables by the following Sunday. Just post a get to know. I know some of you have just recently done this for other courses. If you want to use that same get to know, that's fine. If anything's changed, you can feel free to update it. That's fine too. And again, this is a great place to show off your technological skills. So if you feel comfortable, you want to do like a video or a screencast, a cool Prezi, maybe a cool Canva or a Glog, something fun, that'd be great. So post it there, and then you can register for Noodle Tools and turn it in. And then by Sunday, reply to other students' posts. Now again, minimum is like 2 replies, but that's like the minimum. So 3 or more is nice. And again, meaningful replies to your other colleagues. So really great to have a great start to our course together. And again, here is the, get out of the discussion post here. Here is the drop for the get to know. And this is just a check off that you did the register for Noodle Tools and for turn it in. Okay? All right. So I hope that made sense, and I hope this will be a good start for the semester together. If you have any questions, please never hesitate to call or to email. All right. Thank you so much, and have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.